scrolled over and yeah. Hey Ernie, how you doing, dude?
Hey, pretty good. How about you, John? How's things in Germany today?
Hanging in there. Weather's trying to be warm, but still cold, wet.
Did you have to teach today?
Yeah. I had a light schedule today. I only had one class.
Does everybody know what that sound is?
Yeah, we're streaming.
Right. So what do we do now, John?
Sing?
Yeah, sing. No, not in German. Now we're really streaming according to that. You doing the opening, John?
Sure.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Well, hello. Welcome everyone to the live broadcast from Mardox today. Today is the 12th of December, 2017. And we are here again with a nice little panel here. We have myself, we have Mr. Nelson Buck, we have Belinda Condell, we have our newest member to the crew, BJ Patterson, and Mr. Ernie Geating is back with us, and the ever so silent Eugene Byers is here, and of course the wonderful Carrie Foster is with us.
Oh, never mind. I thought people would catch on.
Very important, people. Very important. Remember.
Can Josh come in?
Josh, sure. Let him in.
Three things you must remember.
Hey, okay. Let's start today real quick by saying I want as many people in this chat as possible. So guys, get out there and invite people in. Let's try to fill up to 50 capacity. I'd like to see that.
Oh, BJ, we're gonna need a thumbnail of a pic of you too.
Yeah, a headshot. So John, what happened? What are people supposed to do in this chat room before we do anything else?
Yeah, well, I was getting to that.
All right, go ahead, John.
Yeah, very important viewers of the video. There are three things you must do. You must subscribe, like, and comment on the video, because if you do, you run the risk of winning the monthly prize. And this month, our prize is the wonderful, unique Mardox Cup. Personalized.
It holds
with
coffee.
Your very own name.
It holds coffee, tea, hot chocolate, alcohol if you want.
Holds all kinds of stuff.
And you can even hold candy.
It holds money too, so if you want to add a donation, you can.
Pencils. It'll hold pencils.
It'll hold pencils also. Yeah.
That's right. So subscribe, like, and comment to our videos, and tell people on Facebook, Twitter, and all that we have a contest going on. We do have to get to the 5,000 subscriber range on our YouTube channel. What happens then, guys? Does anybody remember?
Yes, your daughters get to screw up your hair.
This beautiful long hair will be colored.
Remember, viewers, you can go all the way back to the very first video of January of 2017, the very first video of the month, or go back to all the videos.
Yep.
And like and comment so that you have more chances to be in the contest draw. And more chances to win.
And something else happens when you do that. It causes me to sit there and go click, 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 click on all the little notifications that pop up on my screen while people do all these comments.
Yeah.
So you get to harass me.
Oh, trust me, I take full advantage of that.
Hello, Nick. We're at 9. We're at 9 people. Hello, Nick. How are you?
Hey.
Just fine. How are you?
We're at
Hi,
9.
Nick.
Nick, we're trying to get as many people as possible in here today. Hey, Nick, we're trying to get as many people as possible in here today. We want to fill up the full 50-person capacity. I want to see what happens. We've never hit more than 9. Okay, so conversations today. It's pretty much open floor today. I don't have anything at the top of my mind other than BJ is a brand new member at our site, and
another brand new paid member.
Yeah. Hey, BJ, while you're at it, let's make this profitable for you. What do you? Who are you? What do you do? Where are you? How do you do it? What do you promote? Tell us about yourself.
All right, folks. Hey, BJ Patterson here. I'm a retired 28-year Army veteran. Been retired for about going on my third year now. I do financial services, licensed to do insurance and things like that. But you know, my love has always been online marketing or direct selling. So I'm luckily, I've already in the last 3 years opened up two businesses that were semi-successful, but they were the new member or one-ups, which they were good. But I phased out with those two and started the third one, which I'm getting ready to launch pretty quick. So I'm telling you, it's been really good doing that. And that's what I do most of the time. I'm still a veteran. Go see the docs about twice a week seems to be what the military tells me I have to go do. And other than that, I'm here to help anybody and do kind of mentoring and things like that as well. So thanks. Good to be here. And thanks a lot, Belinda.
Yeah,
No problem.
Yeah, you met Belinda, and Belinda brought you into the inner sanctum and of Mardox, and you and I met yesterday, I believe, correct?
Yes.
What was your impression when you got onto a Skype chat with me, Belinda, and yourself?
Oh, I mean, it's zero stress. That's kind of probably the first thing. A lot of people are gun shy or nervous when they meet somebody for the first time, but literally it was just like, I knew you forever, kind of conversations.
That's it. Good.
And it was quick, and it didn't, and that surprised me because that's kind of been my forte to try to do that to bring. But you guys were already there. By the time I got first minute, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
There you go. Yeah, go ahead, Carrie.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So, Carrie, what are we talking about today, Carrie?
I don't know.
Give me some ideas. John didn't give me his URL for his blog post because John doesn't want to talk about it.
Yes, it is.
Okay, hold on, John. Where did you put it? In Skype?
In chats here in Zoom.
Oh, I don't use that.
Oh my word! Start doing it.
I figured your Skype was off.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
off.
But
I didn't even have the chat on.
It's in the Mardox room as well.
Okay, now I got it. Okay.
Hi, Josh. Welcome aboard.
Hey.
Are we up to how many now? 10? Still 9.
Hello, Josh.
Everybody go grab a friend.
In here.
Grab a friend. Go get us away off the street. We don't care.
Yeah.
Hey, I got the link. Look at that. Wow. Okay, now let me share screen so everybody can see this here. Otherwise, the rest of the interwebs. No, I don't need to share screen. You guys can go watch the video after. John, are you ready? Are you ready, John?
As usual, I'm ready.
Go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I have not seen the post yet, so this is my first time having John read it to me.
Okay. Well, I was going to write a different blog post, and then I had an experience that kind of ticked me off, and it led to this blog post. So,
do you want to talk about the experience, or?
Yeah. Well, the blog post kind of talks about it a bit.
Oh, okay.
I'll expand on it if necessary, but anyway, the name of it is False Advertising. Produce what you promise. I hate being misled. It happened today. I'm very annoyed. My being annoyed might not mean much to the individual readers of this post, but when a bunch of other folks are also annoyed about the same thing, then it should make a difference to the one who misled everyone. At this point, you're probably thinking, what the heck are you talking about, John? Well, let me tell you what's up. While I was surfing, I saw a promotion that caught my eye. It was a promotion for a traffic exchange. The ad stated, simple, straightforward, straight to the point, easy to follow, step-by-step trainings and design to help you generate higher online income levels. I thought to myself, that sounds interesting. I wonder what kind of training they offer. So even though I am a member of way too many TEs as it is, I signed up. After going through the sign-up process, I excitedly went to the site to see what sort of training I would find there. I'm always on the lookout for anything that adds to my internet marketing knowledge and that I can also share with others. Well, I was greatly disappointed. There was nothing. No training whatsoever. If there is some training on the site, I did not find it. I would have written a support ticket and asked about it, but the contact link did not work. Needless to say, my impression of this site and the person who owns it is not a good one. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not bad mouthing the site or the owner. I'm simply sharing my experience. But there are those who would badmouth the site and the owner. My point is this. This is a perfect example of branding, a bad example. If I had had this experience with this advertisement and subsequent visiting of the site, I wonder how many others have. Our industry needs to turn itself around. This is the type of thing that feeds all the trash talk about how crappy the online business industry is and how we are all a bunch of scammers. We need to pay attention to what we promote as affiliates and what we present and provide as owners. If we don't, then our industry will continue in the downward spiral it seems to be on in many ways. Thanks for reading my blah, blah, blah. Please leave your comments. That is what makes the whole system work. Till next time, yours in success, John L. Brewer, proud member of Mardox Marketing, building a community one member at a time.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome.
that's it.
There you go. So if you guys want to see it, you guys can go after to the live stream version of this and see me scrolling through it as John was reading. For those of you that are watching the channel, well, you've already watched it. Don't listen to what I'm saying, because I sound like a complete idiot now for saying that. But yeah, how many websites have you guys come across like that? I mean, there's a lot of us here are site owners, and as a site owner, I have set up websites, been too much of a rush, say there's something, and then there was a glitch, the videos weren't uploaded, or the content wasn't uploaded properly, there was a glitch. But then when the person like John comes in, he looks around, well, where's all this training, where's all this this information? And after having that happen to me a few times, and now I take the time to make sure everything's all double checked, and I get others to log in to make sure it works as they're a free member. So what about you guys? What's your views on that, whether a member or an owner?
Well, let me ask John, is that a new site?
I don't know. It's hard to tell because according to my affiliate link, I'm number 7,000 something.
Oh.
You might be number one if you started at 7,000.
So I'm assuming it can't be too new, but it's hard. It's really hard to tell because it looks very basic.
Are you asking this, Ernie, because there's a site out there that you signed up to with a similar experience, or?
Well, you know, sometimes what happens is someone will get the cart before the horse, and they'll set up their main page, and they'll have all the things they expect to have inside, and yet they haven't actually implemented any of those yet.
Right.
And I'm just wondering if it's like a brand new site, and like a week from now, all that stuff's going to be there, you know. But then again, you wonder if it's just marketing, you know. There's that saying, all marketers are liars, you know, which of course is not true, but
Hey!
there's a tendency to exaggerate to get the business.
Yeah.
And,
Exactly.
you know, and it's, I just wonder if it's a case of that or whether it's, you know, the other.
Well,
it would have been different. It would have been different if they would have said, okay, this and this is coming, it's not quite ready yet. But there was nothing.
Going back, March 22nd, 2016 was the official open date. I started working on Mardox August 5th, 2015. Yeah, it was about 6 months I was developing. I put the new site, the front end site, online. And all of a sudden, I got people signing up. I was like, oh, wow, great, but no one's saying or doing anything. I got 2 hard drives on my server. My website server, and it was the content server for all the videos at the secondary. That's Tiffany, the beautiful Tiffany walking by. And the problem was that when I put the server online, the secondary server, the secondary hard drive wasn't public access. It was only private access, meaning only stuff on the server could access it, not public viewing. So none of the videos showed up or anything. I had about 200 people sign up, and they did nothing. So essentially, they saw the same thing what you saw, John.
Okay.
You see, so there's that. But it took one person to say, yeah, where are those videos that you said that you had? And I went and looked, and I came back with, oh, we're still in development. It's going to be there in a day. I made an excuse, and now I realized what it was, and I went, oh, no, how do I fix that right now? And I can't, So it took me a day, and I got it fixed. But, yeah, it looks bad. We're not all dishonest marketers, but it looks bad. It looks like it was just an email harvesting site.
Right, and I assume maybe it was some kind of glitch or whatever, and I was going to write a support ticket.
But it doesn't work.
But there was nothing to click on, and
that's bad. That's real bad.
I need to check the welcome email to see if there's a support link in there.
Or maybe reply to the email itself. Sometimes they do watch those emails. I doubt it, but what I'm saying is, do your due diligence on your part, but. You're right. There's so many sites out there that are just garbage, or that they were put up and then they wound up dying a year later, and now you're number 7,000 of something that's dead.
Yeah,
that could be too. So that's why I don't want you to say the name of the site in case it is a good product and it's starting to get off the ground. We don't want to crush it now. It's so hard in this industry.
It's not my intention to badmouth anyone or whatever, but
coming out, man.
to point out, because. We need to turn this industry around, and we can't do that if we keep doing bullcrap like that.
That's right.
I agree.
That's right. BJ has a site that's down right now because of a glitch, and he's struggling. He's rushing right now, trying to get the glitch fixed and get it back up and going. Am I right, BJ?
Sorry about my beast barking.
Oh yeah, I got a doorbell too. Mine's golden.
Somebody knocked at the door and woke him up from his nap. Thomas, come here.
What's his name?
Romulus.
Romulus. Oh, hey, Merlin, come here. Come here. Bye. You're lazy. My dog won't even get up off his bed. He's like, nah, forget it.
Look at this big old guy.
Yeah, he's looking at me. Well, I give mine the benefit of the doubt in this situation because he is forming arthritis in his hip. So it's like he's been laying there. So it's like, leave me alone. Let me die in peace.
Sorry.
So you have.
Yes, I kind of heard briefly before he started barking.
Yeah. So you have a website, BJ, and you have a situation right now where you're doing promoting and all that, and there's advertisement going out, and suddenly there's a glitch in the website, right?
Correct.
Without getting into details of the site name, we don't want to ruin it because a lot of people watch these videos who don't slander your name on it, but. How stressful is that as a site owner?
Well, it's very stressful because within 2 hours we did $20,000 in sales, and the next thing you know, people were being referred, and that their referral wasn't showing up, so it caused a glitch in that system, and we went in and stopped at about 30 members. And deleted and started back over again. Well, guess what? The admin were not deleted; they were supposed to be. So then I was building it twice. So finally, I just had to just say enough's enough.
Yesterday, Belinda and I yesterday I was working on the earnings, the wallet section of Mardox.
Yeah.
And I asked Belinda to go in and look at the little, the next page, previous page, last, end page, and she goes, "Oh wow, I got X number of dollars." And I went, "That's not right." Go in. I backed up the database, the earnings database. I backed it up before I did changes on it, right? But I left it a similar name. The beginning of the name was similar to what all the other files are. I got a system that your data gets written to your own file, and once an hour, a server picks up all those files, groups it together, and updates the database, right? Well, it grabbed a backup and duplicated the earnings database. It was funny. I had well over $600 in my account yesterday.
That happened to me too. The same thing.
So glitches happen, and even to the best programmers, I'm a best programmer. Yeah, I am the best programmer. I created Mardox. What can I say? But it happens to the best of us. I mean, oh wow, it's some of the glitches. And if I didn't get Belinda to go look, people would have saw that and went, wow. Especially a lot of the free members, they would have been over that $50 threshold. It would have been cash out, cash out, cash out, cash out.
But the good thing for me, Nelson, out of the 127 members I had, only 4 of them wanted their money back. So
And what do you do?
Oh, that's
What
good.
did you do in this case?
That's
Did you
good.
talk to them and explain the situation, or are you just giving them back their money and say, "Thank you, have a nice day"?
Well, what I did do is, and that was the military training in me. I just updated them. I mean, that's all people want to know, the truth. They want to be want you to be transparent.
Right.
So I'm literally transparent each and every day with something, even to the point that I was getting down into your kind of lane of what you do for a living, and I was saying this is what was done today. And then once people saw that, they're like, "Well, wow," you know. And then I actually told them, "Hey, we already still know who's going to get paid. It's just you will get paid." And that was it. I mean,
Did you wind up having to pay them back yet, or are you expecting to have to pay back people yet?
the 4 people that went out, I said, "That's fine. Go ahead. You can't get back in for 6 months." And I gave them their money back.
Okay.
You know, and it was, but only 4. So the rest of them were like, "No, you know, you do whatever you got to do to get this thing because we got chomping at the bit."
That's
So
it. Let's face it, shit happens.
it does. And most of the senior leaders, marketers I've got, they understand that and they see the strength in my program. So that's why they said, "Okay, we'll wait."
That's it. Now, for you guys watching, a lot of people don't understand as affiliate marketers. Our site owners have a lot of huge expenses. I have to pay for servers, bandwidth, royalties, licenses. There's a lot of money that flows outbound, not necessarily inbound. So when members say, "Oh my God, $20 is so much," ours is $19.95 a month. It's not that much when you look at how much we have to pay out on top of it. A site owner like myself only makes about 3 to 5% on the actual sale per month. Now, someone like VJ, your monthly cost is what for your program?
But I'm going to tell you, if I may, on the whole price, I'm about $1,800 and I'm still not up and running.
Yeah, that's it, because you have those programmers in India that you paid, that you hired to do the program.
Right.
That's it, you know.
Right.
So
And I'm on that whole nother timeline and all that stuff too. So
that's it.
I know that.
So there's a lot of money that goes out for these websites, and people, the average people out there don't see that. Like we talked about the other day. I pay for a license. We have a search engine in Mardox. Some of you will know about it. The little search bar up top is a search engine, and there's websites listed. And I pay a license to a website that provides me with all the blacklisted domains, and I have all the critical information that goes along with those domains. And I update our searchable database against that domain list so that you don't click on scams or known scams or spammers or blacklisted websites. You see, so we do a lot of stuff behind the scenes where our members don't know that we did this, you know. So there's a lot of cash that goes out. So, you know, when a site goes down, take a step back like John did. Try to see if you can get a support ticket. See if you can contact somebody. Talk to the people. In a case like myself, my policy is if the site goes down and you want your money back, I'll give you your last 30 days back, you know. You know, basically, thank you, have a nice day. BJ paid back the 4 people, but put a stipulation in. You can't get back in for 6 months. I think that's fair because otherwise they get their money and then tomorrow they sign back up and they continue. You know, that I could see that scam happening. You know, so BJ.
Yeah, some folks try to be honest. Yeah.
That's it. So BJ basically put a stipulation in and a tool in place, a mechanism that causes his members to want to stay. 'Cause, oh, if I get out now, I got to wait 6 months. And what if I get big in a month? You see, it's like the lottery. So I think,
Most MLMs today make you wait 6 months to a year, definitely, because they don't want you to, you know, screw them over either, and they have to protect themselves as well.
that's it. Well, well, there is something too. If you use a credit card with Mardox and you want your money back, that's fine. You do a chargeback. If you want your money back and you contact us, I'll pay you back. If you do a chargeback, your credit card number is banned. Period. There is no coming back with that credit card number or Payza account because we don't want that trouble. You know, so that's something to think about. We're severe when it comes to chargebacks. If you want your money back and you don't like something, I'll give you back the last 30 days. No questions asked. Here you go. Here's your money. Have fun. You know, but don't do a chargeback. You know, or don't go bitch about us and then find out that, you know, we would have helped. We would have worked with you anyways.
And I've got something on those chargebacks too, Nelson. I had a guy that got some products and stuff for me. A ticket.
You gonna
He
live?
charged back in June, or he got his products in June, and then come November, right before or after Thanksgiving, he charged back, and so
For 6 months, right?
right, and then went in and got my money. They went in and got his money, And then he turns around and says, hey, I'm sorry. About a month later, he says, hey, I'm sorry. Can you give me the money back? I said, no, it's already been taken from my account.
Yeah.
So I proved him wrong because I showed where he got some digital products like Elite Capture Page and stuff. As soon as I sent that to his credit card, they're like, wow. So now I am going to get the money back, but I got to wait until the 6 months is up.
One of the things that's not known behind the scenes at Mardox is that we track everything. When you log in, everything's tracked. Every link you click on, every video you click on, everything is tracked. Every ebook you download. And when one person did it to us, it's happened a couple times. They go in, they for a week, they download everything, then they contact PayPal. At the time it was PayPal. And they said, oh, there's nothing there. It's a scam. I want my money back. No question. The person never tried contacting me because they know we're not a scam. They know what they did. They downloaded everything, you know. And then when PayPal complained and said, well, do you have any proof of this? I sent them the entire transaction log, date, time, the link, the whole 9 yards, the whole transaction.
IP address, yeah.
Yeah, that's it, the whole thing. And I said, here you go. Here's everything they did. And here's the name of all the files. And if it's a video, if it's an ebook, if it's a page, everything. And they suddenly did not refund the money. And I fought that one out of spite. Don't lie. If you don't like the service, to say, look, I come talk to us. I don't like the service. I changed my mind. Could I have my money back? More than happy to, because I want you to leave the network happy and go see your friends and say, yeah, you know, actually, it did work out for me, but that site was really good.
And plus, you keep your reputation intact just because you didn't get a chargeback that they came about it the right way.
That's right. That's right. You know, and Payza, after negotiating with them for a month, we've settled on a frozen period of funds, depending where it is in the world, but on average it's 7 days. So when somebody like BJ pays, it's frozen for 7 days on my account. Belinda gets her earnings, so she gets her commission off that. No questions asked. BJ, if within 7 days goes to Payza and says, "No, I don't want this anymore. I want my money back." Payza has authorization to move the money back instantly. It's already held. I can't even touch it. But even though my policy is 30 days, you see, now Belinda still gets her commission because it wasn't Belinda's fault that BJ left. You see. So that's the way we work. Ethically, that's how we work. And could you imagine as a referral program, BJ, you go to say this person to one of your downlines, here, you got money, and then 7 days later, sorry, you don't have that money after all. You know how bad
there is programs like that out there.
I know, but it's bad. It's bad.
I've been in them.
It's bad. You should. No affiliate program should do that. You did your work.
You tell Legal Shield that.
Yeah, but no. Yeah, but you did your
That's
work.
company. That's different. Yeah.
But you see, you did your work. You did your due diligence. You did everything you had to do to get that person in. It's not your fault that the person leaves.
Well, remember we talked about before in the chat, in a situation I was in, I'm on a team for a certain top tier program, and I had left the team over this. A guy buys one of my digital packages, you know, and he downloads, he uses them, and then other people on his behalf, because he's supposedly elderly and helpless, which is not true, want me to give the money back. And anybody who buys a digital product, whether it be a software lead or whatever, well, software you can turn off if you've made it that way, but let's say leads or some kind of article information, anything like that. Once you have it, it isn't physical. You can't return it. So if you refund someone's money, you're still out of that product and the money. Now, to make matters worse, if you're the owner of those things, like you have the rights to them, and it costs you money just to source them in order to give them to that person who gave you the money to basically fund back what you took out of your own pocket, and then someone tells you to return the money, what are you going to say to that?
I would return it. But I would also put that person on a blacklist.
I would not return $3,500. No.
Oh,
that's not happening.
$3,500 is a different story. That's no, because the average price for our ebooks is maybe around 15.
They waited 6 months later to do this.
Okay, no. You're past the 6 month point. No.
And it wasn't him. It was people on his behalf.
Yeah.
That he must have gone to, and I'm like, they know better.
Yeah. That's right. No. Our policy, like I said, and I say my/our. When I say my, I mean it's across all my products, all my websites. I will give you back the last 30 days. If you really want to go back and get 6 months worth, well, yeah, I'm going to fight tooth and nail, because why did you stick around for 5 months, not say a word? And in my style of doing business, where I'm always talking to people, why didn't you say something in the meantime? Suddenly, oh, you want all your money back. No, that's
especially when they were getting sales
Yeah.
with the product.
That's right. So it was working. It was working.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's a touchy topic, because again, digital product. I mean, this is why PayPal and Payza and those guys don't want digital product sales involved, or they're saying it's MLM and currencies, but it's really digital product they don't want to sell, because they can't return it and you can't prove they got it.
See, normally I don't have this problem. It's just that one particular situation, because of the situation. It wasn't really even about the product.
Yeah.
It was about the situation, and I just felt it was very unprofessional, to say the least.
That's it.
But it's an example.
When PayPal changed their policies, we went after PayPal to find out more about what we could do. Because on the offline side, we're obviously providing digital services for digital.
Yeah, and yours is less. And yours is
Because we
less.
build websites like crazy, so we basically asked PayPal, and they simply told me, just if we were, and I just asked them after I read their policy, I said, if I get a contract, addendum that says, hey, we accepted this website, and at the time of the final payment, and just get them to sign off on it, then we're fine. We're covered. We're fine.
Okay, now, because you do have a digital product, it's not an ebook or a video, but you are providing a digital service, which even worse than mine, you can't prove it, really.
Yeah, because we're building a website off a domain. So when we do it, we just have them sign off, and then we're covered.
There you go, a contract, yeah. I mean, the larger stuff, I got a client that I'm talking to currently about a server. Yeah, there's going to be a document with a signature that has to be signed, obviously, to okay this kind of transaction. That's not me, is it? Yeah, it is me. Hey, we're online. No, I'm just kidding. Where is that phone? Where is
delayed, Nelson,
I
delayed.
use 17 hats for mine. That's what I'm using for my contracts.
Say it again?
I use a company called 17 Hats.
Because there's 17 hats and all, or?
They offer all kinds of different things, but it's kind of like for solopreneurs mainly. It's set up to do your CRM, and it has a contract thing built in, your quote system, and everything built into it. It's all built into one system.
That's right. 'Cause I know with PayPal right now, I'm still taking PayPal for hosting and web design. But it's getting touchy. I mean, I got to do the web design first, then I got to go in and do the bill and say, for a website that is currently created and delivered, I got to write and delivered, in the bill. Otherwise, I run the risk of them saying, oh, well, now we got to verify it with the owner, the payee,
Really? I never had that problem. I've probably done at least, we got a couple contracts in the 5-figure marks for the web contracts, and
there's no issues?
I have no problems with PayPal.
Oh, wow. Oh, good for
I
you.
have never had a problem with PayPal myself.
But I think the reason is PayPal looks at consistency.
Mm-hmm.
And we consistently do, at least pretty close to 10K a month on average on website development. So if we're doing that pretty consistently, they're not looking at anything we're doing as, different. So they're pretty okay with us because they've seen the track record with us.
That's right.
Whereas if all of a sudden you jump up and do 2 to 3 times that volume, they start freaking out and saying, hey, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And I've noticed that. My account frozen 3 times at PayPal. The first time we jumped income drastically overnight almost. And that they actually confirmed all the payments and unfroze the account the same day.
Yeah.
The second time I went on a spending spree to go buy a bunch of new computers, and they were freaking out because I spent about $5,000 one day.
Yeah.
They froze it, and then they verified I made all those purchases, and they unfroze me.
I got a question for BJ. Along this topic, if you don't mind. You have what you running technically is a membership site, and we went through the membership site process downfall with PayPal, where we had to all our accounts were canceled, all our subscriptions were canceled through PayPal. We had to go to Payza. How are you handling that, and what's your situation?
I had all that happen to me in my previous 2 opportunities, which is why they done well for a short time, because once PayPal gets involved, and so it's just a pain. So now I don't even use PayPal or Payza. I do credit cards. I have a credit card that's set in, so I do that. Or I will do Stripe. We're in the States. I'll do certified check or money order overnight.
Okay,
Well,
what
you,
about,
you
what
do,
about,
yours is the top tier, right? So you do what most top tiers do. If they don't use PayPal, then they go to their bank account, do
yeah,
a
merchant
transfer
account.
or or cashier's check, something like that.
Anything like that, bank to bank,
But-
cashier's check.
But how do you get around the problem of paying your affiliates?
No, it's 100%. It's top tiers or direct payments. They pay the
Right.
admin fee to the company, and then they make a separate payment directly to their sponsor. That it doesn't go through the company.
Oh, okay. So BJ doesn't have to handle the payout part.
No,
So I do
No.
on my current business. I do. I have
Oh,
it.
you do. Oh, on
Okay,
that
so
one.
how do you do the payouts then?
Well, right now for the payouts is for U.S. direct deposit, certified check or money order. And overseas is the only ones that I'll do PayPal for.
Okay,
Or Visa.
okay, gotcha. Okay.
Well, I was going to say this. I've never had a problem with PayPal, and like what Josh said, if you're
I call 'em up.
consistent,
Every time.
if you're consistent,
Yeah.
I've had highs and lows in my payments, but I was always consistent. And only one time did they ever call, and they limited my account. They didn't freeze it. They limited my account just to make sure that everything was okay. All I did was call them up, and boom, in 5 minutes it was fine. I did do a big purchase one time, but it was through my bank, not through PayPal. So they're the ones that froze me and called me up to make sure it was me and not somebody, because they were trying to protect me, of course.
Yeah, same thing here.
So, yeah.
No.
And
They,
then-
they do.
That's using a PayPal credit card. If you do a lot of transactions, they'll give you a PayPal debit card.
I have that. I'm a premier business member.
Yeah, same
I'm a
here.
premier business member for 15 years now.
And then I also got the last time they froze me was kind of a weird one, but it was a good security measure. I had actually downloaded their app and activated it and logged into the PayPal account, and they froze my account because they never seen me logged in with another IP address.
Ah.
Then I called them up and they were like, "Hey, we saw you logged in from a different IP, and that never happens." And I told them it was my cell phone, and they're like, "Oh, okay, never mind." And they had activated my account immediately.
Well,
Yeah.
Payza locked me out of my account today. That blew my mind because I went upstairs. I was talking to Belinda. I went upstairs and I used my laptop instead of my computer to access Payza, and Payza froze the account.
Because
And-
IP address.
Yeah, different IP address. So I had to click a button, go to my email, get a code, go back up, put the code in. There's a whole process to do, and then about 10 minutes later, my account was back to normal. So they're on the ball for that. I mean, I like the fact that they did that because it was not the same computer. Actually, it was from the same IP because the same house, but different computer,
Yeah.
different device. Yeah, and
Well, you
because
said you told me today that
Are you using VPNs in your house or no? No.
say again.
Are you using VPN on your computer? Because that could give you different IP addresses.
No. The router at the gateway here, the house is the only IP
And you're
address
using
that's
standard
recognized.
browsers. You're not using Tor or Epic.
No, I know
Him
what you're
talked
talking about.
him and I talked about that today. He said that our computers have, what's it called, a code?
Yeah, the serial number.
So even if you could change your VIP address, like if you wanted to trick it, that some places, not every place,
Well,
but some places will.
Yeah,
know
that has to be software that does that. A website doesn't know your computer's serial number. It'll know your computer's name, but not your serial number. If you install software like Camtasia, they do look at your computer's serial number, and that doesn't change every time you reinstall your computer. That's physically in the BIOS, and every computer is unique. So I have software. I do that to know who's accessing from what, and it's a unique ID around the world. So and it's also now it's also how the police do determine how to find your computer. You can install software, and once your computer is stolen and then turned on, if you have a GPS, like I have a GPS chip in my computer, if it's turned on, that GPS is broadcasting with my serial number, and it's being looked for by the network, and then the police know where it is.
There's a GPS in computers now?
Mine has it. I bought a chip and I installed it.
I didn't know you could do that. I knew cell phones had it, but I didn't know computer, like desktops and stuff did.
A lot of more expensive computers. The cheap ones don't, but
Well, mine's not cheap, trust me.
mine isn't either. I just redid all my
Here
computers
you go.
this year.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's a GPS chip.
Yeah.
It plugs into USB. It's just
That
that,
can be paid. real easy though.
I get my computers custom made with high-end memory and stuff. I have to because I'm doing all the stuff that I do with software and everything.
Not as high end as mine.
Well, you know what? I'm not a programmer, but I'm a step down from that.
One day, Belinda, one day, you Carrie's going to be here this summer, so one day you're going to come up here this summer, you're going to visit, I'm going to show you the computer system I got.
Cool.
Now, Josh will look at my computer system and go, crap!
Yeah, Josh is our other he's our other programmer of the group.
Well,
Yeah.
Josh and I are going. I've yet to sit down with Josh and talk about that channel, but I got a lot of people, Josh, asking about that tech channel. Incredible! Just to get maybe a Q&As going, and or you and I just do some small how-tos.
Mhm.
You know, so that's gonna be a big plus. You know, and I think it's gonna be a big plus.
Yeah, I got a membership coming out soon, very similar.
What's that?
I got a membership program launching soon that's very similar.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, where we're teaching people how to program.
Yeah.
Oh, cool! Can I be a part of that?
Yes, please let her be a part of it, please.
Sure, I'll let you in there. I got a few. I'll have a few slots for reduced rate from the
Give
beginning.
it to Belinda.
Oh, you know what? I know, Nelson, that tone of voice, you mean it in a sarcastic way. Don't think I didn't.
No, I love you
We're
dearly.
gonna-
Get out
we're
of
gonna
my hair.
People in at a reduced rate, and then we'll be going to a monthly thereafter. So we're gonna have one lifetime rate for a few people at the beginning,
Yeah, I'll do lifetime. I don't do monthly.
and then the monthlies will be for everybody else thereafter.
Yeah, that's it. Charge her
If
five.
you're
Charge
gonna
her
be around a
lifetime.
long time, I'll do lifetime.
Charge her 5 times the amount for lifetime. It's worth it. Nick, anything you want to say today? You look gorgeous, by the way. You're muted. Nick. Nick, you're muted, buddy.
Yeah, I know I'm muted.
Okay, there.
I mean, listening. I don't know. I really don't have a lot to say about the conversation.
Nick, you look marvelous. Absolutely marvelous in that pink
Thank
suit.
you, man. Thank you, man.
Who did that? Who did that marvelous thing?
Billy Crystal on
That-
Saturday Night Live.
That was Billy Crystal that did that?
Yes, you look
marvelous.
marvelous.
I thought that was a black and white movie, that one.
No, it was Billy Crystal. His character did it on Saturday Night Live. That's where it came
Yeah,
from.
I know, but I remember seeing a black and white movie where the guy walked in, big mustache, top hat, the whole thing.
Really? I don't remember
Yeah.
that.
I gotta go look that up
Oh.
now. But I mean, what's the other song? The song that just came out is Mr. DJ, play that song. That tune. Dun, 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 dun. That tune was originally written in 1932.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah,
remakes. of
it's
songs.
it's Heart and Soul. The original song was called Heart and Soul.
There's so many songs today that are remakes of even songs in the 80s, and those 80s songs, some of them are remakes of songs
Oh,
like.
but this one's 2016, end of 2016, and it was never remade. That tune came from 1932. I remember hearing it when I was a kid, and it took me about 3-4 days to find it. And it's the song's name, the original is Heart and Soul. I can't remember who sang it, but oh my lord, when you listen to that, you can hear the scratches on the vinyl. You know, like in the sound. It's like wow, it's old. But Nick, sir, what do you have to say today?
I don't have anything to say today. I'm taking the day off.
Taking a day off in.
We don't want to think today. It's
You're taking the day off in.
I just thought I'd listen today.
You guys gotta understand this. I mean, look at this. We've got people here in California, Michigan, New Jersey. Two people from New Jersey, Ontario, Quebec, Germany, and BJ, you're from
North Carolina.
where?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Yeah.
I'm in Chicago.
Yeah. Oh, you're in Chicago. Okay. Well, we still have one in California.
Oh, there.
But
Don's not here. My man Don's not here. He's from.
that would have been awesome if he was here. That would have been Cape
I
Town,
know.
South Africa. Now he's gonna
Yep.
watch the video and go, "Oh no, I got to be in these shows. I gotta log in."
I have been stationed in North Carolina, and I lived out there for a while though.
There you go. There you go.
Where was you at?
Huh?
Where was you at down here?
Lejeune.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm about 100 miles from there. I'm at Fort Bragg.
I've been there too.
We have
Jason.
we have quite a few people from military. John was military. Josh, BJ.
Yep.
Who else is military?
Thank you all for serving our country.
Yes, very much so. I wanted to be in military. I'm flat-foot and I can't see in 3 dimensions, so I can't drive. I'm not supposed to. And military vehicles, I could never drive. They'd never let me. So when they did the eye test and the foot test, they said, no, you can't get in. But hey, I would have been in the military in Canada, which means we don't shoot nobody, we don't blow anybody up, we don't harm anybody.
You would have been a shoo-in.
We have to say please and thank you, sir.
Oh wow, that's tough. You know, I know why they didn't let you in, because you smile and talk to walls too much.
No. It's because Canadians love people to death. Kill them with kindness.
That's true, because I worked with Canadians in Afghanistan 2 times. So you're about spot on with that comment.
Okay, now we know BJ's not racist. We're good. I didn't hear BJ say those dang Canucks.
No.
I say Canuck in a nice, loving way.
Yeah, well, you got no choice. I do know where you live.
When I was in the service, my job wasn't to shoot people or do any of that either. So my job was to patch them up.
Well, yeah, there you go.
I'm a medic, so my job was to patch them.
It's a misconception that people in the military are that rough and tough. I mean, it's not everybody that does those shoot 'em up jobs in the military.
Gun raiders, right?
Yeah, that's it. You know, not everybody does that. I mean, I got a lot of clients for the snow removal that they were in the military, but they were paper pushers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's John was in the medical field, weren't you, John?
Yeah, well, my first 4 years I was in communications. And then I reclassified into the medical field.
So did you ever figure out how to understand women?
I was an OR tech.
OR tech, okay. I was a good medic.
Did you ever figure out, John, being that you were in communications, did you ever discover how to talk to women?
Well, yeah, I did. That's why I have my beautiful wife today of 30 years.
There you go.
You're just lucky someone fell for you. She felt sorry.
And she literally did fall at his feet, and he helped her up.
I saw John's wife one time slide by the back. I saw her face, and I gotta admit, she is a drop-dead gorgeous lady. She's very attractive, and but she never comes back on camera. It's funny.
She said she liked me because I looked good in uniform. So.
She's a sucker for uniform, huh?
Yeah. After I left the Army, she decided to keep me around, you know.
Yeah, see, my wife had the same uniform, so.
Okay.
We were both in the service.
So she wasn't impressed then?
Nah, we were both in the military.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you
we
can
were both medics too, for that matter. So.
But you can both be in uniform and still think the other one looks good in one. I mean, there's no law that says you can't.
Nah. Never thought about it.
Yeah, because you may be used to your own uniform doesn't mean you're used to somebody else's.
Mm.
They were in the same breed.
Get an army and Navy going out together. Yeah, okay.
I'm
not even going to touch
that. Ain't gonna work.
And of course,
That's not gonna work in the football games.
And of course, you get an army and a Navy parents, and they put out a kid that then joins the Air Force.
Yeah, but the Army-Navy games will get in the way of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Army always loses.
Would that make it?
What about the Marines?
Wouldn't that make a family of psych ops?
No, you know what? What about the Marines? I think they're supposed to be the toughest ones.
Before he goes to the Navy Academy, so that's.
I had an Uncle Duddy who got killed at boot camp. Just kidding, it's a joke.
Right, that is.
I got that off Back to the Future, the first one.
Old.
Remember McFly?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say this though: the Army won this year for the first time in 14 years.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, they won the last game finally, but it took them 15 years to win one.
Okay, so all three.
I was putting on a friend of mine who's in the Army. I said, the Army always loses, but there's a catch there. We cheat. We have Marines on our team.
So all three you guys were Army, correct? The grunts, basically, right? At one point.
BJ. Oh, just because we're in the Army doesn't mean we're grunts.
No, okay.
I actually probably I don't know what BJ did.
So let's all get together in 2020, and have a baseball game in a field somewhere in some unmarked place that we don't know of yet, and it'll be the military people against the civilians. Let's see who wins. Because as far as I know of 9 people in Mardox that are military.
Really?
Yeah.
John is he was OR tech, so that means he spent time in a hospital.
Yeah, he'll break bones and then set them.
What were you?
I was in special operations for 23 of my 28 years.
Rangers, Green Berets.
Yeah.
Special
If you look at my Facebook, friend me on Facebook, and you'll see my last Afghanistan picture.
And then I was a corpsman. I was a combat medic as well, so I spent my time with the Marines.
Yeah, we had medics on our team that they went that special operations course here. Even
JSOM. They go to JSOMs out of Fort Bragg.
Yeah. One of my guys, my medic, we both got hurt in Afghanistan. He's medically retired. He's an instructor on that. That's who he retrains is Marines and SEALs that go through.
Well, everybody goes to JSOMs if they're in special out of community. So no matter what brand.
You mentioned Afghanistan. Are you one of these cases that came back with PTSD or anything like that, or?
I don't normally talk about it, but it could be another conversation. But
you saw some
I am
traumatic
not
things.
The same person that I used to be.
Yeah, that was a nasty thing to go to, right? I mean, we have no idea. As civilians, we have no idea.
I bet you there's only a handful of people in this. My last mission in Afghanistan, I did a lot of other stuff. I did a lot of counter-narcotic stuff too. But my last mission in Afghanistan was 2008. So, I mean, we're talking 9 years later.
Yeah. And
I don't think it's so much, to me, I don't think it's so much the event or the combat itself type stuff. I think it's the other things that probably trigger everybody, just in my opinion, because I've led soldiers and me personally.
Yeah, my brother was in Afghanistan, and I got to admit, he didn't come back with a traumatic event, PTSD or anything like that. But the brother I know that before he left and when he came back, it wasn't the same guy.
See, and that's the thing that most people are just used to what, the media or what Hollywood wants to show is that, the guy come back crazy. Well, most of us are still highly functional, and and it's just amazing because you're taught to deal with so much flexibility and then deal with things, right?
Yeah.
Mine didn't hit me till 7 years later. And then when it hit me, we're talking 2 years ago.
It hit like a ton of bricks.
Up to my retirement, I was commanding 180 people, and I was still functional, even though I was subliminally this stuff was coming out, right? And then nothing that I personally did or did bad. It's just I got smacked in the face for something. Anytime you're in charge in the military, like I was, or anybody, something's wrong, you're the one that gets investigated. No matter. Yeah. If you had anything to do with it, which 9 out of 10 times you don't even know nothing about it.
Yeah.
You are in charge, so you're the ones responsible. So that 10 months of making me responsible for some stuff that was happening, because you can't, you can't be married and sleep with someone else's wife or something, those kind of things. But anyway, I'm the one that got held responsible. So I made the decision to pull myself out instead of taking the next promotion. I said, well, I'm going home.
That's it.
Where were you when you got out?
I would have been a lieutenant colonel, but I was a major because I was enlisted for 15 years and then went to officer school.
Oh, okay.
My thing, Nelson, I try to tell you is that's the kind of stuff that triggers people. See, for me, it didn't trigger nothing until that happened, right? And all of a sudden, I'm like, what the, and every cuss word in the world's coming up. And then that's when if Murphy's Law could kick you in the ass, that's when it would do it.
It does. It does.
And, I say a comment, and this is the last thing I'll say since you asked about veterans. This 22... For American veterans, 22 veterans kill themselves a day. People say that's a.
You got a program called 22 Push-ups for it.
Right. People say that's not an accurate statement, and I say this, and I even say this because yes, I don't thump out my religious beliefs, but I am a Christian.
Right.
And I want to think that the 22 veterans that kill themselves every day, somehow, somewhere, somebody's felt them, and I know, and you know what? I've heard people say, well, God only gives them so much they couldn't handle. Well, that may be true, but in these guys' case or gals' cases, they took their lives. And this is still happening. And we just ignore the fact. Yeah. When we met Nelson in our first conversation, those 3-letter agencies we were talking about, all that stuff goes on and people just don't realize. I mean, do we realize that we got people getting killed in Syria?
Yeah.
And
one of the veteran in another Skype group killed himself 2 months ago.
I mean, I had another field grade officer that was a fellow commander with me. He came back because do we know that we're doing missions in the Philippines? Of course we are, but people don't know that. He came back, had a false allegation against him.
Yeah.
And he snapped.
And he he went in his office and put it, you know, so I just say, for me, Canadians, it doesn't matter. Anybody that serve, we should give them.
The nicest element out of the Philippines.
Right.
A lot of people aren't familiar with that.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I want to do. Part of my reason of being an owner is I've got enough money right now with my disability and retirement. I don't have to do nothing else for the rest of my life. But I'm not satisfied with that. I want to help everybody I can.
That's it. That's it.
That's my why for me.
See, BJ, that's always been my goal. Whether I have a lot of money or not, I'm in this industry to help people. The money is secondary. It's about the people first. And that's why I can't stand with half these people that all they care about is just making a dime off their mother and everybody else that they can. And as far as military, let me tell you right now, whether it's the U.S., Canada, anywhere, I think that the governments themselves don't appreciate the soldiers and all the hard work that they do because they're not the ones out there doing it. And when it comes to medical and everything else, you guys need better coverage. You need more, you know, everything.
Yeah, no, the governments in older countries.
Right.
They got good coverage on
the VAs.
The governments in older countries send us out, and I'm not just saying me, but that send our military out to do their bidding. They come back and they're forgotten. It is really, really sad.
Yeah.
I would say the VA really varies depending on where you're at because the VA is not ran by the government. It's ran by local hospitals who has a contract with the government. So depending on which hospital has the contract is depending on the care you get. Like mine's through Loyola. We get really good care because of that. But you go in the city of Chicago, they have another hospital with Jesse Brown that's ran by the University of Chicago, and the care is nowhere near as good as ours.
That's right.
You know what disappointed me when I was when I was at Fort Benning was when Desert Shield started, right? Yeah. My unit was assigned to Saudi Arabia, and I didn't get to go because I have asthma, and asthmatics were being sent back because there's a lot of mold. There's a lot of mold over there, and they told me I couldn't go. Anyway, when the first groups of folks started coming back, and people started getting sick, and the soldiers started getting sick and everything, and then there was like they would hear things like, well, it's not because you were over in Saudi Arabia, it's because of something else, and that really disappointed me because I thought we had learned something from Vietnam and stuff like that.
Yeah, we didn't.
It really disappointed me.
But it's interesting to hear the stories from people in the military. A lot of us as civilians don't hear about this stuff. We do see a lot of gore. I mean, I've seen my share of gore in my life, and I've had stuff happen to me that I could sit here and describe to people and put them in shock and awe. But it's nothing compared to what the military have seen, and I don't think we want to see it, to tell you the truth. It's not something any human should have to see, let alone if you wanted to go to you go to the military, you don't think you're going to see this stuff or encounter this stuff because you're not told this. You join, you go over, you encounter it, and you come back, and just the fact that you can't deal with it, and it's traumatic. It tells you it's that bad.
Hold
on, John, hold up, buddy. You're breaking up, buddy.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I need that guy from Verizon.
He's somewhere else now, I think.
Yeah.
There's simply a lot of stress involved.
Yeah.
With being in the military.
Yeah.
And it's a whole lot more than people think.
But the people that are in the military in Mardox, in our site, that are military background, do a lot better than the people that are not military background. I'll tell you that. You guys have a sense of this task has to be done. What do I have to do? Mm-hmm. You have the training to take a full task and break it down into little sections and get the task done.
That's it, man. That's it.
Routine.
That's what a military guy wants. You get that all day long, and
I'm in routine. We're good to go.
That's it. That's it.
That's the interesting thing. When you leave the military, now even soldiers, even students of mine over here, who have been in the German army, they say the same thing. When they left the army, right?
Apparently, I'm too dark. My director says I'm too dark. So there, is that better?
You catch it up with you, huh?
Now,
I know there's one major trend that I noticed when you get out, almost everybody wants to come back in. I mean,
Yeah.
when I got out, I tried to get years, but I was medically
you
discharged.
miss the structure, you know, because when you're in the military, everything's structured. You know what's going to go on or what's supposed to go on, and this and that and the other thing. And when you get out, everything is up to you,
yeah, that's it.
and it's you just like not used to it.
Oh, I felt the same thing, and I'm going to put something on video here that I don't tell very many people. I've been through juvie for something that I did when I was in juvenile detention, and where I went for juvie was very structured. You had to be up by a certain time. Your bed had to be made. You had to have your clothes set out. Everything had to be prim and proper, or there was punishments. And after doing that for X amount of time, when I was released, and just for the record, I was released before I was 19. I'm 42 now, and I've never been in prison or drunk or on drugs or anything of the sort since. So it's not an issue with my life now. But I actually, even sometimes today, miss that structure, that wake up, bed gets made, and you knew exactly what you had to do, and that was it. There was no questions asked. You knew if you didn't do it, there was a consequence.
Yep.
Yeah, and I still get up sometimes. I'll get up and I'll turn around. No one's in the bedroom. Turn around and just shake the sheets out, put the sheets out flat on the bed, and I look at it. And it's like, okay, now it's but it bugs me when I see stuff like some disorder. My work area is relatively clean, whereas there's other people that I see do work, and it's like they got stacks of paper and stuff everywhere. I can't work like that. It drives me nuts just because of that training. And I'm sure you guys went through, but a lot worse than us because you guys had a lot more at stake. Your lives, for one. If I didn't do something, I didn't get to go play volleyball at the end of the day, or play hockey or something like that. Or go watch TV. You guys, it was literally your livelihood in some cases. That structure was there to help also protect your lives, to keep you in order. But going forward on that, I'm the master commander here. Who wants to be my lieutenant?
All I want is my 10 cents, okay?
Well, you're up to 50 now, and Nick, you need a Mardox coffee mug to hold it up on camera like that. Oh, BJ, you don't know about this. Does anybody want to explain to BJ what happens?
No, BJ, there's 3 ways you can get your very own mug. Besides entering the contest, anyway.
And you cannot buy one with your name on it.
You can't buy one.
Show the coffee mug, John. This is slide number 1. John has his name on the front, and it says VNP at the bottom.
You know what VNP or VNP stands for?
No.
Very nice person.
Okay.
There you go. I came up with that. This is our slogan: building a community one member at a time. There you go. Okay, so I mean that fits with what we're doing. We're not in a rush to be. We're not in a rush to be a million member website. We want to build it nice and clean and keep people in. Now, so how do you go about? What are the ways to get that cup other than the contest?
Okay, well, you either are a paid member for 6 months, or you bring in. If you're a free member, you bring in. Is it 10? 10 paid members? 5 paid members. But if you're a paid member, then you bring in.
No, you get the other way around.
I was saying, free members, you bring in 10 paid members. If you're a paid member like you and I are, you'll have to bring in 5 paid members, or so whichever comes first.
Yeah, or you wait the 6 months, and the 6 months.
Or you wait the 6 months. Well, I said that first though.
That's it.
But you know what? I'm getting gold plated on mine because I'm a princess.
Well, no. We said it yesterday. Yours is solid gold.
Solid gold.
With a silver trim on top.
Yep.
And diamond studded, right?
Yes, exactly.
That's right.
It just screams bling.
But we don't give out those cups to just anybody. You do have to earn them. John has a 2016 version. We got the 2017 version. Eugene should have it pretty soon, Eugene.
Okay.
I mean today, Eugene. Listen for your door.
Yeah. Okay.
And so we give out different things, cups, T-shirts, stuff like that. But it's the members have to earn it, And
I never got my gift card for Amazon.
I didn't settle that with you yet. Yeah, well, we're gonna get on Amazon. I'll get the code and we'll go through it together. And I'll give it to you.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. But the only other way to get your name on a cup is if you're part of the contest. This month here, we're giving out a cup with a name on it. That's few and far between. We're not giving out those too much. We will be selling the cups, but without the name. It's just a regular Mardox cup with a YouTube emblem on it, but there's no name at the bottom. So we're.
But now, but the members who earn their cups, they get their names on them too.
Yeah,
besides
that's right. That's right, and that's the part that's expensive. Nick saw me put it in, and it takes me 2 seconds to put the name on, but that makes the cup the most expensive because they're custom order one by one. You know, I can't print out 100 cups saying BJ on it or John Brewer, JB. You know, but Nick saw me do it. Nick sees his name on it, and it's sitting in the order list right now. So Nick's waiting. He's gonna get people signing up. You're muted. You're muted, Nick.
I can't wait to be like John and be able to hold my mug up for 10 cents every 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's it. No, so there's a joke saying that John gets 10 cents every time he holds it up on camera. Carrie, you have one, right? If Carrie's there, I saw Carrie a whole bunch of people at her place earlier.
I do have one. Yeah.
And she doesn't have it with her.
I'll go get it.
Okay.
He has it sometimes.
Okay. Ernie does not have one yet. Ernie? Oh, Ernie probably went and took care of his pugs. Okay, cool. Any other topics, guys?
But we're coming at the top of the hour, so
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh yeah. You know the time because of WWE, right?
I've got WWE today. That's right. Undertaker's coming back, so I got to be there.
Yeah, you
Oh, and John's elated.
Yeah, and your son's gonna put up a vlog about it, right?
I gotta talk to him some more because I've been telling him that for the longest, but maybe because you said it might encourage him a bit more.
I think he should, even if he tries.
I think he should too.
You know,
that boy. Yeah, I think he should too.
Yeah, do 10 videos. 10. Tell him to do 10 videos. It doesn't have to be all edited. Just get on camera, talk about the show. Just as an example, you know. Worst comes to worst, he doesn't like him. He wipes them out and starts over with another channel.
Yeah.
You know, but get him to try. I mean, it's not a huge thing to try it. It won't hurt him.
Of course, but you know, when you have folks like us, we have that entrepreneur mentality, and so when others don't have that, to encourage them to do things like that is not so easy.
Yeah, I know, but we all didn't have it at some point.
Well, yeah, but how did we get it, though?
John, BJ, you're how old?
48.
48. I'm 42. When did your entrepreneurship really set in to say you want to be an owner?
Probably the last 10 years. I mean, it's been like a lifelong dream, but
so around 38.
In the last 10 years.
So around 38, 39 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. You see, I started out doing my own businesses and stuff like that at the age of 16. And then when I did something stupid. When I got out of juvie, I was 19, and then I went traveling. So it didn't hit me until I was about 23, 24 to say, wow, I'm really good in programming. I should start selling what I know, do programs and websites. But it took someone who's in business to say, what are you doing looking for a job? Why are you coming to me to look for a job? You know programming, you know computers, you know networks. Do what you know and sell it. And then it hit me. It goes, yeah, why aren't I doing my own business and selling websites and you know, helping people with this stuff? And then everybody knows I got to a point of landscaping 10 years ago, dropped off the internet. Sorry. And then a year and a half ago is when I restarted Mardox again. There it is. There's the cup. There's Carrie's cup. Now BJ is going, oh, I want one. He's going to talk to me after the show and go, how much are they? I'll pay you whatever you want. Okay, so if you guys are done, we'll wrap it up for today because John has to get to his WWE. Everybody knows how serious that is.
He has to put his underoos on and match one of the Undertakers.
Hey, Ernie, you were gone. We're going to ask you, how many months now are you a member?
Me?
Yeah, You're Ernie, right?
No, the other Ernie.
I don't know. I've been around forever, but I've only been an upgraded member for probably less than 5 months.
Yeah, you're almost at the
Might
6
even
month
be.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're almost at the 6 month point for your cup.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think I'm closing in on it.
Yeah, yeah, stick in there, buddy. You want?
I want to get my 10 cents, but I guess today that John and Carrie have to share that dime, so they each get a nickel.
Oh yeah. I mean, seriously. I mean, they're draining the fund. Okay, so this was the daily live chat for Mardox.com for January 12th, 2017. Make sure to join us every day, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this Saturday, we're going, without any question, no matter what, we're going to do the Mardox Extreme version. We have got topics we need to talk about. We have to talk about religion and how it links to science, and how Jehovah's Witnesses are just such pains in our butt. How the military could do a hell of a lot better. So I'm saying Canadian.
Nelson sucks.
Yeah, House Nelson sucks. Yeah, the Mardox Extreme live chat or Mardox X Stream is broadcasted live, and will consist of anything and everything that's in there. But we warn you, it may be out related, but still we're going to remain civil. So there is that. So hopefully our first episode of that coming up this Saturday. We'll do good, I hope. So join us Monday.
This is in place of the open chat that we normally had on Saturday.
Listen, this is civil. This is civil, more business marketing, life coaching, business coaching. The other one has nothing to do with marketing, has nothing to do with life coach, nothing at all. It's extreme. I meant to say, no, it's extreme. So make sure to subscribe, like, and comment all our videos. Go right back to the beginning, 26th of October 2016. Go right back to the very beginning. Comment on all the videos. Watch the videos, and what we do is we pull out the people who do comment, like, and subscribe. Especially for this month here, we put all those names in a hat. We stir it up. My daughter sits beside me with a bowl, and I pull the name out, and we read the name, show it on camera, and that person wins the prize. This month's prize is, John, is the 2017 version of this cup with your name on it. The only one in existence in the universe. Once your name is on it, no one else can have it. It's yours, and it even shows that you're a VNP. So get in there tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you guys want to say bye, we can end the show.
Have a good one.
God bless everybody. Bye-bye. Au revoir.
Bye-bye.
Bye.